Biker Dad is brought to you by Noel Leonard, biker lawyer. Have you ever sat at your job and thought, what if I just got up and left? Tell that horrible boss to take this job and shove it. Have you ever wanted to just walk out? What about burnout? Well, that's exactly what I did, but I didn't just quit. I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell your story. Daytona Beach, Florida, where you can actually drive onto the beach. Rick Fairless, a legend of his own, introduced me to Richard Rollins, Mayfield, Kentucky. Southeast Missouri, beautiful city of Knoxville, Tennessee. Gulf Coast of Mississippi, the Florida coast and the Tampa Bay area, Orange County Choppers, Roadhouse and Museum, talking to Paul Tuttle Sr. himself. But make no mistake, this is not a show about motorcycles or even about me. Instead, I travel across the country to meet the people who use their passion for motorcycles to make their communities stronger, safer, and better. This is Biker Dad. All right, it's 100 degrees here in Alabama. You can see it almost way. My daughter Allie Cat's here with me on a mission to help a friend. Yeah, when you see my truck with the trailer on it and there's nothing on the trailer already, by now you probably know what's going on. Some shenanigans are afoot. Yeah, I'm buying another motorcycle. Don't tell the wife. It's right there. This one's for a huge surprise for a really good friend of mine and my friend Tony Sawyer at Bob's Downtown Diner and Noel Leonard, biker lawyer, are helping me out to surprise a friend who really wants to ride. And you'll see how this all went down and her reaction coming up. So we're here at my buddy Jason's house. Hey Jason, say hi to everybody.
Hey guys, how's it going, man? How y'all doing today?
Jason Kochep, you know, he's the guy who's put all the real work into this bike, other than the paint. Joker did that. So it's a big deal that he's helping us here. Knows his stuff. Unlike me, I can't change the oil on one of these things, let alone get them running the way you're supposed to.
We're going to teach you.
But it's great to have friends like this who help me out on projects like this. And so we're a couple hours away from the big reveal and help freak Meredith out. But the bike looks great. We're talking about a lot of people who start with Sportsters, but most of them aren't that sexy, right?
Yeah, most of them not quite as good looking as this one is. She's got a great bike to get off started. I think she's going to be psyched from the get-go. Absolutely.
So it's a 2000 Sportster 883, which is just a great bike for anybody to learn on. She'll grow out of it at some point, but she is kind of short and just doesn't have a ton of power, which is just a good bike, easy, mellow bike to learn on. Even when you start it up, it's got a stock exhaust, so it kind of purrs like a sewing machine rather than a big old roar, which is also probably a good thing when you're just starting to ride. You don't need the big, noisy, rattly thing that's giving you headaches.
You got to have to pay attention, keep her out on the road. Once she gets comfortable with the bike, she'll be able to do what she wants to with it, keep it for later, and get her another one.
Absolutely.
We'll help her out the way we can.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Jason.
Oh, absolutely, man. No problem, guys.
We are exactly, well, not exactly, but 4 hours and 15
4 hours
minutes.
out, yeah.
Before we probably
down to the wire again, as usual. So we got the bike loaded up on the Biker Dad mobile on the trailer bike there, and we are headed home to grab camera equipment and then get over to the stables bar in Mobile, Alabama, which is about 15-20 miles from here, and we're just a couple hours away from giving Meredith her bike and, you know, hopefully changing her life a little bit in a good way. It's not really even just about giving her a motorcycle and then helping a nice young woman ride, but also just like showing her how much everybody loves her in the sport. Hopefully that'll inspire her to rock on even harder and be driven to the success that we all know that she's capable of. So we're on our way there, almost there. It's going to be a freaking awesome night. That's my buddy Meredith back there playing right now. Just a normal bike night for her tonight. Just up there playing some County Girls, it sounds like. There's no idea that it'll change your life just a little bit. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit. Definitely I think going to make a positive change in life, and I think that's going to be awesome. So we're just a little bit away from it, getting some clouds and a little bit of rain, so so far the crowd is huge, but hopefully that's going to change here pretty soon.
Everybody, I need y'all to stop and listen real quick. I've got breaking news. It's first-hand breaking news. Stop it, baby. Come on!
What's going on right now?
Some random guy showed up on a motorcycle. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
So last time we had a bike night here, one of my best friends called me out. She said, "Where's Chris?" Chris said he was going to find me a bike, and because I told her about a year ago I was going to, but she didn't know that this is already sitting in my garage. Tony Sawyer here, and that's Noel Leonard. You guys all know Tony, but Noel is a biker lawyer here who works with me. We got together and we paid for the motorcycle. It's a 2000 Sportster, so it's not like the best motorcycle in the world, but it's pretty awesome. I think it's a perfect bike for a person to learn on, especially somebody if you're stacked up. And thanks to Stuart for playing along, because we said you got to hire Meredith for a bike night that you're not doing, and he did. Get up on it.
Watch your leg, little.
Here I go.
Every time me and Chris get together, he asks me a bunch of good questions on camera, and I say the same thing every time. When you see a bunch of folks, bikes, leather, tattoos,
That's
matches,
crazy.
we've usually gotten together to raise some money for a good cause.
All right, guys, look. So half of y'all, I know everybody, most out here is on there. It's the same thing. I had to play dumb with Meredith like I didn't know her. It worked great. She couldn't remember me, which is the first, by the way. That's been a minute. Yeah, I know. It was the craziest thing I've seen in a minute, but I always told him, I said, man, I had absolutely no problem doing what I could do to help out, to help her get on the road.
Now, there's a riding class coming along with this, and I mean, we're not going to throw you to the wolves. We want you to be safe out there and understand the rules of the road and being on two wheels and what it really means. And ladies and gentlemen, when you're out there, please do not run stop signs. Use your blinkers. Stop at stop signs. Stop at stoplights. Okay. When it turns yellow, stop. Don't keep going. Okay. That's how people get killed and hurt.
Yeah, just remember she's going to be out there on the road pretty soon.
I saw him
And
pulling
we're all out
up
here on the
on
road.
this. I
Everybody
was
here
like,
knows
what
that,
is
but please.
going on?
Wow, that's awesome.
You may remember recently that we actually gave away one of my personal motorcycles, my beautiful 2006 Softail Heritage. Well, we did so well, raising $16,000 for court-appointed special advocates to help child abuse victims, that we said, hey, we're going to do it again. So I tracked down another old bike, this time a 2012 custom S&S Softail with a 113 cubic inch engine. It's a beast, but we're turning it into something nice and pretty and rock and roll. And now we're teaming up with one of my favorite bands in the country and friends from here at home in Mobile, Alabama, the Red Clay Strays. And we're going to be giving this bike away for another charity. And if you're interested in winning our Red Clay Strays bike, you better get your tickets right now. We're going to be giving it away a few weeks from now at Mobile Bay Harley Davidson in Mobile, Alabama. But you don't have to live in Mobile or Alabama to win, and you don't have to be present to win either. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen or go to mobilebayharleydavidson.com.
Yo, we're the Red Clay Strays, and you're watching Biker Dad TV.
All right. Hi there, this is Chris Best, the Biker Dad. I'm just here to let you know that myself and the hundreds of thousands of people who follow us on social media and watch the TV show are here to help. Do you need help with something? Give me a call. That's my number right there, 251-402-6392. Especially if you need legal help, I have an army of lawyers across the country who can help you with injuries after motorcycle crashes especially, but other stuff like crime and everything else too. So give me a call, 251-402-6392. Biker Dad is brought to you by Noel Leonard, biker lawyer.
Hey everybody, Noel Leonard, biker lawyer. I cover the state of Alabama. I'm out here with the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers, and we're here at the Mecum Motorcycle Auction. Just giving a few tips on what you're supposed to do when the unexpected happens, when the worst happens, and you're in an accident. First of all, before you get on the bike, just understand that there are accident scene management classes that good conservative community serving groups like the Road Guardians are teaching. Get with your motorcycle club, your hog group, and they can contact the Road Guardians. They put on classes teaching about safety, first aid, what to do when an accident happens. When you're driving in city, obviously first aid, making sure everybody's okay, calling 911. Make sure the folks in the other car, if you're able, are okay. Do what you need to keep everybody safe, and then swing into action with regard to the authorities. As your motorcycle attorney, I've got to tell you, you always call the police. The other guy says, hey, we don't have to do that. You have to do that. Always call the cop. The cops are on the side of the person who's not at fault. If you didn't cause this accident, the cops are going to be on your side. Number two, notify your insurance company. Your lawyer is going to be able to handle that. Your lawyer is going to be able to take care of that after the fact. Get EMS on the scene, get the police there. You want to get all the information you can. Beyond that, get with your motorcycle attorney. That guy or the gal is going to be able to guide you in all the steps that you need to go through in order to maximize your recovery when you're injured due to the fault of somebody else. When the worst happens, make sure you're covered, call your EMS, get the police, get your friends on the scene. Anything we can do, reach out to us. In Alabama, call me. I'm happy to help you.
Now, a Biker Dad road trip. On the road in upstate New York, and I just stopped in Batavia at Stan's Harley Davidson to pick up a sticker and a poker chip, and ran into two things that were really unexpected. One is, believe it or not, a dealership that's still owned by the same family, I think for like 70 years now, and the other, a beast who loves to ride on bikes.
I'm Daryl, and this is Alex. He's Newfoundland. He's about 9 years old now. We've been riding in the sidecar for about 7 years. Yeah.
Seems to like it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I work at Stan's Harley Davidson.
And where's that?
It's in Batavia, New York.
What do you do here?
Well, I'm one of the bosses. I run pretty much. Me and my sister own the place.
Oh, awesome.
And, so I just do what everybody else tells me. My father started the business in '58. He passed away in '83. And we kept it going. Kept it going in '83 until now. So it's been busy, keep people busy, you know. We got probably 8 spoon workers here, keep them well going.
So, this is a small town, small family dealership, I'm sure.
Yeah. We're right between Buffalo and Rochester. So it's hit some people through there soon. Yeah. We do pretty good.
It stands Harley Davidson in Batavia, New York, and I ran across this thing. Any ideas? See that right there? Not your average golf cart. It's a Harley Davidson golf cart that they made for a little while way back in the day, and the only other place I've actually ever seen one of these is at Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. Elvis Presley used to ride one of these around Graceland, believe it or not. Check this thing out. We're here at Stan's Harley Davidson in Batavia, New York. And this is a 1971 FX Super Glide. If it looks familiar, this is one of the bikes, not this specific bike, but the type of bike that Evel Knievel used to jump back in the 70s and 60s. And this one obviously has not been jumped very much because it's in fantastic shape.
I had 2 dogs before. They were labs, and it was either bring them to work every day in the car or try and ride the bike with them. So I got a sidecar and took the actual sidecar body off and made this box, and then they rode in the box for a long time. Then after they passed, I got this guy. Now he's been riding in there. I had the Sportster with the sidecar on it, and then I got him, he's a little bigger, and then we got this bike in and traded in, and we also got another bike in with a sidecar on it. And I thought, well, we sold the bike and without the sidecar. We had this bike, and I thought, that's a pretty cool bike. So I thought, well, I'll put the sidecar on that. So I took the sidecar body off and built this box for the other bike. So I just transferred it onto this car. And pretty much that's the way it goes. You know? Dog, if you like riding motorcycle, you might want to look into the sidecar.
Probably got 1,000 pounds.
Hey, I'm Dr. Glenn Glass of Glass Orthodontics. At Orthodontics, we're not really treating a disease. This is about aesthetics, this is about feel good. You boil it all down, this is about self-esteem. So we try to make it fun, and we just try to make it a great experience for everybody. I need you to move back just a little bit. And you, I need you to come forward. Can you move just a little bit to the left? Yeah, you. Yeah, that's it. And a little bit to the right. That's it. Perfect. If you want the straightest choppers in the Southeast, you come on down this way.
Your home for Lex and Terry in the morning rocks your workday with Pretty Reckless.
When I go, just put up our rock and roll.
Foo Fighters. And Linkin Park. Available on over 2,000 smart devices. The Gulf Coast Rock Station, TK101.
Hi there, this is Chris Best, the Biker Dad. I'm just here to let you know that myself and the hundreds of thousands of people who follow us on social media and watch the TV show are here to help. Do you need help with something? Give me a call. That's my number right there, 251-402-6392. Especially if you need legal help, I have an army of lawyers across the country who can help you with injuries after motorcycle crashes especially, but other stuff like crime and everything else too. So give me a call, 251-402-6392. Downtown Mobile, Alabama, one of the favorite places for bikers to hang out on the Alabama Gulf Coast. And they're about to celebrate something big, their 10-year anniversary. And Bob's Downtown Diner has been on the Biker Dad show since day one. And we're gonna revisit our Ride to Eat segment in honor of their 10th anniversary.
Ride to eat, eat to live, live to ride. There's an old saying among bikers, it says, teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a day. Teach him how to ride a motorcycle and he'll ride 200 miles to eat fish. And this is one of the places that they'll definitely ride 200 miles for. Bob's Downtown Diner in downtown Mobile, Alabama is a great place to eat, but it's also a great place for the community and for the biker community especially. This week's Live to Ride, Ride to Eat.
Hi, my name is Tony Sawyer. I'm proprietor here, Bob's Downtown Restaurant, Mobile, Alabama.
And it gets a little sweet cream. And that's our pretty French toast.
So I own a 2017 Street Glide. Her name's OBB, and she's been pimped out a little bit. So yeah, I enjoy riding. I ride for the freedom. I ride now because I can. I'm finally at an age where I can afford a Harley Davidson. I can afford to ride. Growing up, I rode dirt bikes, crotch rockets, stuff like that. So, you know, getting back to my roots and where I enjoy riding. I'm grateful, you know, I'm grateful for the bikers that I meet from all over the country. And it's a great brotherhood, sisterhood, new family feeling that you get from other people that also enjoy the same things that you do. I know that you know, if you give bikers a good experience, and they enjoy going to a certain place or places to eat and drink and get libations, then, which is what we've kind of done here at the restaurant. You respect them. You never know who you're going to meet on a motorcycle. But you know, they go together like cheese and crackers. You know, you ride, you're going to get worn out, you're going to get thirsty, you're going to get hungry. A lot of people make a destination rides, i.e. for lunch or breakfast, and then go do their ride, or in the middle of their ride they stop and get something to eat. And they want to do stop someplace where they feel comfortable, and that's what we want them to do, is feel comfortable when they come down here.
Statements on our plate, and then our very just go over the top.
Hi, I'm Brian Stumpbergen out of the Punishers LEMC out of Geneva, Indiana.
And I am Jennifer Bunkenbergen, and I am from the Circle City Guardian Bells out of Indiana.
We actually put it on our all page for the Punishers, our Facebook page, and one of the local guys said, hey, you've got to go down to Bob's Diner. So I just brought it up in the GPS and we came here, and that was it.
My name is Jennifer. I had the Jen's BLT.
Right.
It was good.
I actually had the Bob's Burger with cheese and bacon. Awesome burger, nice little char on it. So
here at Bob's, what we do is we do breakfast all day. It's Americana foods, things that you grew up eating when you were a kid, or you know, in the mid 2000s, foodies. Food became very creative, and even before then. But now it's kind of, I feel like it's gotten out of control and out of hand, and you know, I want people to come back to, you know, our childhood days, or my childhood days, of what the food that I grew up eating, and I really enjoy it. It's good food, you know, it's diner food, if you will, here from the South. Here at Bob's, you can find us on Facebook at Bob's Downtown Diner. My website address is cornerfatandhappy.com. Kind of hopefully one of these days they'll change the street name here to Fat Street and Happy Avenue, because you know, I want people, when they leave out of here, to feel happy, you know, feel full, fat. You know, when you eat a good meal and you rub your belly and you go, oh man, that was really good. You know, you feel fat. That's that fullness, and then now you're happy. So fat and happy kind of goes together like, you know, vodka and sweet tea.
Hey, and don't miss the celebration. The Bob's Downtown Diner 10th anniversary party is November 9th in downtown Mobile. Duh. It's at the corner of Fat and Happy, which is in reality Jackson and St. Francis, at Bob's Downtown Diner. I'll be there, and no matter where you're watching this from, you can come help celebrate, to come and say hi to one of my best friends, Tony Sawyer, and the great staff at Bob's Downtown Diner, and get some unforgettable food. November 9th, downtown Mobile. Biker Dad is brought to you in Baldwin County by Noel Leonard, biker lawyer.
Hey, I'm Noel Leonard, personal injury lawyer, biker lawyer. My office is in Foley, Alabama. I was a rider long before I was a lawyer, and I'm just interested in helping folks who've been injured. I'm especially interested in the motorcycle community, and I put my money where my mouth is. This is my brand new bike. I just picked it up a couple of weeks ago at Harley Davidson of Mobile. Revival of the Hydra Glide, last made in 1957. It was the introduction of these particular forks. This was, I believe it was the first Harley to have these forks. This is in the era of the pan heads. And in 58, they actually added another shock in the back. And in 58, they called this bike the Duo Glide, I think. It's the 114 cubic inch displacement, and it's nice. I'm still in the first 500 miles, so I'm not really winding it out yet. I just got my tag yesterday at the DMV. Mobile Harley Davidson hooked me up with this. Julie sold me this bike. My buddy Courtney put me in touch with her. You know, I met the owner over there. Shout out to all those guys, super friendly group. If you're interested, go check them out. They've got a lot of bikes. They actually brought this bike in from New Orleans for me.
Hey, this is Stephen Kirkland over at Mobile Bay Harley Davidson, and you're watching Biker Dad TV.
You may remember recently that we actually gave away one of my personal motorcycles, my beautiful 2006 Softail Heritage. Well, we did so well, raising $16,000 for court-appointed special advocates to help child abuse victims, that we said, hey, we're gonna do it again. So I tracked down another old bike, this time a 2012 custom S&S Softail with a 113 cubic inch engine. It's a beast, but we're turning it into something nice and pretty and rock and roll. And now we're teaming up with one of my favorite bands in the country and friends from here at home in Mobile, Alabama, the Red Clay Strays. And we're going to be giving this bike away for another charity. And if you're interested in winning our Red Clay Strays bike, you better get your tickets right now. We're going to be giving it away a few weeks from now at Mobile Bay Harley Davidson in Mobile, Alabama. But you don't have to live in Mobile or Alabama to win, and you don't have to be present to win either. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen or go to mobilebayharleydavidson.com.
Yo, the Red Clay Strays, and you're watching Biker Dad TV.
All right. Some sad news about a story brought to you a while back. My friend Rania, who has been battling cancer for years, unfortunately recently lost that battle. And in her memory, I wanted to re-air a story that we did about an effort to help her in her time of need.
Hey, my name is Rania Giotti. These guys are doing a benefit for me and another family, just battling the leukemia and then the head cancer, and you know, God is good. I am in remission as of my biopsy that I had 2 weeks ago, but you have to keep up everything, and you know, things, they can come back, but I refuse to see that. If y'all have any symptoms of whatever, if you know your body and know something wrong, get checked. Because 2 weeks prior, all I had was bruising coming up, and I cleaned houses, so I didn't think nothing of it. And then 2 days before I was diagnosed, I went in because I knew something was wrong. I couldn't breathe, I was short of breath, I was dizzy, I couldn't see. So my son actually had to drive me to Tampa. And when I got there and everything, when they diagnosed me that day here, the next morning I had to be in my car, and they gave me an option of going to MD Anderson or Moffett Campus there. And so of course I picked Moffett because my brother lived. And when I got there, they hardly put me in the hospital that day, and they had to give me blood infusions or platelets, and the doctor even told me, he said if I'd have waited a couple more days, he says I would. So just people, please get checked. Any signs, symptoms of anything that you know your body and you know something's wrong, go get checked. Because if I would have waited 2 more days, I wouldn't be here today.